G'day everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the YouTube channel. Today I'll be revisiting the Sydney Swans past and seeing why they are actually playing such good football as of 2024. Now if you guys do enjoy this video, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when a new video is coming out. Now enough wasting your guys' time, let's get straight into it. Now to start off this story, I do need to take you guys all the way back to the 2012 Grand Final. This Grand Final was a matchup against the Hawthorn Hawks and the Sydney Swans. By the end of the first quarter, Hawthorn had a 19-point lead with the scores being 29-10. But the Hawks struggled to even score a goal in the second quarter, and that's when the Swans took a 16-point lead by the time it was half-time. Although the game took a serious turn by three-quarter time, with the Swans only being in front by 1 point. Although by the time that final siren blew, the Swans had a 10-point lead and the Sydney Swans were the 2012 AFL Premiers. Going into the 2013 season, it looked like it would be a big year for the Sydney Swans after Buddy Franklin was traded from Hawthorn to the Sydney Swans. In 2013, the Swans had a chance to verse Hawthorn again in a qualifying final week 1 of the final series, but lost by a margin of 54 points. Luckily for them, they got to play in a semi-final the very next week against Carlton and won that game by 24 points. But unfortunately, in the preliminary final, Fremantle just got the better of them and the Swans' 2013 season came to an end. In the very next year, the Swans picked up one of their better players, being Isaac Heaney. The Swans had another great year in 2014 and they found their way back into finals that same year. They beat Fremantle in the qualifying final and 2 weeks later went on to verse North Melbourne in a preliminary final. And after beating North by a 71-point thrashing, they went on to verse Hawthorn in yet again another grand final. But Hawthorn certainly got their revenge and beat the Swans by a total of 63 points. The next year, the Swans made it back into finals, but unfortunately lost to Fremantle in the qualifying final, and then in the semi-finals lost to North Melbourne, meaning that their season had come to an end. In 2016, after beating Geelong in the prelim by 37 points, they went on to play in another AFL Grand Final, this time against the Western Bulldogs. But they couldn't quite get the job done after the Western Bulldogs beat the Swans by a total of 22 points. The Swans finished 6th in the very next year after their season was ended by the Geelong Cats in a semi-final, with the total margin being a total number of 59 points. Even though the Swans didn't necessarily have a poor season in 2018, they still had their season end early after they lost to GWS in an elimination final week 1 of the final series. In the 2019 AFL Draft, the Sydney Swans recruited a player by the name of Chad Warner. In 2019, the Swans finished outside the 8, but not only that, finished in the bottom 4, which hadn't happened since the year 1994. And things definitely did not get better after that, with them finishing 16th on the ladder by the end of the 2020 season. During the 2020 AFL Draft, the Sydney Swans selected pick number 32, being Errol Golden, who is currently considered to be the best Sydney Swans player currently to play. In 2021, they definitely started to prove themselves a little bit more after they finished in the top 8 again and qualified for the 2021 AFL Final Series. But were instantly eliminated week 1 after losing to GWS by 1 point in an elimination final, but they had finished the season 10 spots higher than their previous season. In 2022, the Swans definitely had a bigger year, with them qualifying for the Grand Final after beating Collingwood by 1 point in the preliminary final. The Grand Final matchup was the Sydney Swans taking on the Geelong Cats on the 24th of September 2022. But they definitely did not put up much of a fight after the Geelong Cats ran away with the win by 81 points. It seems like that game may have shattered their confidence after only barely cracking the top 8 in 2023 and had their season ended after losing to Carlton week 1 of the finals. And currently in 2024, the Swans have only lost 1 game this season and it's currently round 14. And they are likely to qualify into another grand final this year and win a premiership for the first time since 2012. Alrighty, and that is it for this video. Now if you guys did enjoy this video, please feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and of course hit the notification bell so you can be notified when a new video is coming out. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.